Hi, everybody. I'm back here again in Davos here with Muhammad Ali. We're talking about what's changed in consulting. What are the big issues here in 2025? And of course, we're back in here at the IBM house here on the promenade. Muhammad, welcome. What's going on?
Well, thanks, Ray. It's always good to be here with you in Davos.
You know, it is an amazing time. We're going to see a lot of big trends. We see AI still in the forefront. We see, of course, U.S. presidency coming into focus. We're talking about deglobalization. We've got energy concerns. People are trying to figure out what the future of work's going to look like. And of course, consulting is the hot topic that's going on here. So in this midst of all this change that's going on, companies are trying to figure out where they get started in AI. But the question we should be asking is, what do companies do when they do not get started in AI?
Yeah, that's a big topic here at Davos. I think last year, a lot of people were excited about AI. They did a bunch of pilots, and now they're trying to scale. And so I think CEOs are starting to realize, though, that if they don't adopt AI, they're going to fall behind because they're starting to see up to 50% productivity on certain processes. And if they don't embrace that, their competitors will. And for them, it's a little bit of a DVD to streaming moment, right? And they could be the Netflix or they could be the Blockbuster. Cloud enabled that, and AI is having the same effect today. So we did a survey of top CEOs, and 72% of them said AI has got to be part of the process going forward. So a lot of attention on how do you scale AI going forward.
That's a great point, Mohammed. I mean, one of the things that we've seen is that when we went to digital, we had the same problem. Early adopters in digital transformation, those that succeeded actually had made some significant gains. And now we got a group that's trying to catch up. You can't do AI unless you figure out the data and the digital piece. And actually, those who get into AI, we believe are going to achieve what we call exponential efficiency, 10 times better or 1/10 the cost in the first order. And in the second order, it's going to be both. And that's a 100x advantage, which is going to be a big difference if they don't catch up. So that's just an interesting point on AI. That's the technology. But as you and I know, culture is the most important part when we talk about any kind of technology adoption. So how are we going to get people to adopt AI?
Yeah, so that is a really hard problem, right? So in the last year, we've built out a lot of great AI. We've seen a lot of productivity. We've tested it. And now how do you deploy it? And so within IBM Consulting, we actually built a platform to do that. It's called IBM Consulting Advantage, and it allows our 160,000 consultants to be able to deliver their projects with AI supporting them. We actually have about 85,000 people doing that today. And part of how we got this adoption was to have them help us co-create the AI that they use because they know it best. And they also enhance it on a regular basis. And it's been part of what's making it sticky with them. But that cultural adoption is actually incredibly difficult. And I think the next obstacle companies are going to face around AI.
It's a good point, right? That cultural adoption. So the lessons learned from your teams are actually being applied as well to the client teams, right? Because it's not something a lot of people have been able to pioneer on your own. And you guys have actually been able to take those lessons learned and then apply them back for the customers, especially in their industry and of course in their work environment.
Yeah, I mean, we are deploying this at scale now with many of our largest clients. For example, at Riyadh Air, we're effectively building the software for an entire new airline from scratch. It's a massive project, and 70% of our consultants are using IBM Consulting Advantage as they implement that project.
All right, so we're in Davos, and it is cold, and it is lots of people here, are very important folks to talk to. What is the top topic for you? What are people talking about? What's the buzz?
Well, I think this year it's about how do you apply AI? How do you not only get productivity, but how do you innovate and you get products that couldn't exist before to market? But you know, there's also a new, almost like optimism about economic growth, and so it's interesting compared to last year. There was a lot of questions. Now there's more optimism.
Mohammed, you're exactly right. there is so much excitement. There's energy in the air. Last year was doom and gloom, and we can actually see that noticeable difference. Hey, thanks a lot for spending some time with me here in Davos. Always good to catch up with you, tap into your big brain, and of course, understand what IBM is doing.
It's always great to be with you, Ray. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Okay.